Doesn't that put a smile on your face? There's a look at our Friday evening view from Charlottesville. The camera there. Things are pretty quiet. Not a whole lot of cloudiness out and about, and certainly it was another hot and humid day. This is day 6 at the airport in terms of the ongoing heat wave. Made it up to 95 this afternoon. Currently 92 with a dew point of 70. It feels like it's in the upper 90s even at this hour. We've got currently 85 at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave. It looked like a little shower did try to develop right around the airport. Again, it is quite humid. And some other numbers at this hour. We've got 90 in Madison. We've got 88 in Palmyra, 89 in Dillon. We currently have 89 there in Waynesboro. And as we take a wider perspective of the satellite and radar combination, some of the bigger storms are off to our north. Some big storms came through Washington, some flash flooding there, still some activity across southern Maryland. And I think really as we go through the rest of this evening, could see something isolated, but again, we have to look very closely. There is a little shower, it looks like, to the north and west of Stanton, out toward Franks Mill. So we could have some isolated activity, but for the high school football games, I think a lot of them will go off okay. It'll be warm and humid, certainly. Make sure you have plenty of water. Temperature around kickoff in the upper 80s, falling through the 80s the rest of the game time. Temperatures overnight, either side of 70 with some areas of fog, and then we heat up once again for Saturday afternoon, back in the low and mid 90s. Some scattered thunderstorms developing during the afternoon and evening tomorrow, and the coverage could be a little better than what we've seen today and even yesterday. But we'll hold on to those chances right through the weekend with temperatures remaining in the 90s as our heat wave rolls on. Well, Hurricane Ida, it continues to strengthen basically over the western portion of Cuba, and it's going to continue off to the northwest. Winds now at 80 miles an hour. This is going to ramp up to a Category 4 hurricane upon landfall along the Louisiana coast. So here it is currently basically working over western Cuba, and then it enters water that's well in the 80s here, and that's just going to allow it, along with less wind shear, to continue to strengthen. So here we are as we get into Saturday afternoon, already Category 3, and then there we are on Sunday with winds of 140 miles an hour making a landfall along the Louisiana coast here. Could be west of New Orleans, which would put the eastern side of the circulation off to its east. So again, it's going to be a lot of rain, storm surge, and all the hazards that come with that. And then as we get into next week, we'll have to watch the remnants of Ida as it begins to work toward the Carolinas and the mid-Atlantic. But things are pretty quiet here for us locally here tonight. We have a front off to our north trying to sink south, but it'll basically stall out. But that'll give rise, along with the daytime heating, for more showers and thunderstorms this weekend. So pretty quiet here locally this evening, and then we'll heat up again after a warm start tomorrow morning, back in the low and mid 90s. We'll watch for some of these storms tomorrow afternoon. There we are around 5, 6 o'clock. Those could carry into tomorrow evening, and some of those could produce some heavy rain. And then we'll start with some clouds on Sunday morning, mix out for some sunshine, another hot and humid afternoon with temperatures back in the low 90s. And then looking ahead to the middle of next week, the remnant moisture from Ida will be making its approach here across portions of the Carolinas, the mid-Atlantic, and the Ohio Valley. Something to watch. Temperatures here tonight, either side of 70. Outside of something isolated this evening, should be comfortable in terms of not rain around, but temperatures will fall around 70. And there's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast as heat wave continues, and we'll watch the middle of next week, potential